Hey everybody, Happy New Year's. This is Daniel Bushes. I wanted to gift you with a New Year's funnel that is really easy. You can actually do it yourself, and you can have the whole thing done within 5 minutes, okay? So I want to start off with, and before we actually get into the funnel strategy, I want to talk to you about, and I want to ask you a question, and the question is this, is if you think about the holidays, the end of the year, and the beginning of the new year, what are some of the things that come to mind? And hopefully one of those things that come to mind is New Year's resolutions, reflection, and then looking forward to the new year and obviously wanting to improve some part of your life, right? So that being said, if you think about that and you think about what the core offering of your business is, then you can start to find a reason to actually engage your customers with the new year and provide some value to them. And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to ask them one question, and that one question is going to be based off of the core of your business. So, for example, if you're a financial services business, you might send them an email and say, what is the one thing I could do to help you save more money for your retirement in 2016, right? Or if you're a coaching business, you might say, what's the one thing I can do to get you more leads, grow your revenue, streamline your operations, right? If you're in healing or energy or wellness, you can ask about what's the one thing that I can do that's going to make you healthier or happier, or what other aspect there is to that. Got caught up there. And so what I did here is I actually created a fake company for this example, and my fake company is a fitness company, okay? So the core of this fitness company is either to make you lose weight or get you stronger, okay? So those are the two core things. And the takeaway before we get into the details of the funnel are you really need to understand what the two core things are for your business. And if you have more than two, okay, that's fine if you have three, but don't get this convoluted and get too deep into this. So I would suggest staying with three, no more than three, okay? All right, so the one thing that we're going to do is we're going to create an email, and we're going to send that email to the database, and we are going to ask them that one question, okay? And as a side note, if you want to run paid advertising, you can certainly do so. Just create a landing page, and you can actually do the same thing and ask what's that one question that you could do to help them. Now, right here is where we're going to start, and this is my sequence where I'm going to actually send them the email that says, what's the one thing, okay? So I've created a draft email here, and as it loads up, I'll show you. So here's my John Doe fitness training. So I send them the email, and you can see it's really brief. And right here bolded is, can you answer this one question for me? And for me, okay, my business is get stronger or lose weight. So I say, if there's one thing I could do to help you be healthier in 2016, what would it be? Click this link to provide your answer. And just as a side note here, you'll notice I say, it'll only take a minute or under a minute, and if you take the time to do it, there's a cool surprise at the end. Now you can write a gift or however you want to say it, but that's the incentive for them to do it, is they're going to get something cool at the end. Okay, so if we take a step back out, so we send the email saying what's the one thing that they can do, that you can do to help them, and then we create a web form, and the web form is really simple. And what I've done here is, if you'll notice, so I've put in hidden fields for a first name and a hidden field for an email address. That way, when they click on the link, they don't have to do anything but answer that one question that you've asked. So you'll see here I've restated the question. It's restated once more. And so here it's the two options of the core of my business. You're either going to get stronger or you're going to lose weight. Now, you'll notice I didn't give them the ability to write in and choose a bunch of different options. And there's a reason for that. And because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them down a path where I'm going to talk to them and provide value to deliver and align my business with their interest in doing something for this year. So if they're interested in losing weight in 2016, that's exactly what I'm going to deliver on. That's in line with my core business that I know I can deliver upon and add value for them. Okay? Now, the one thing that you could do is if you want to add in a text area where they can write in their own response and say, hey, I really want to lose weight, but I'd also like to get stronger. You could certainly do so, and that'll be beneficial, and you can go through and you can read that kind of stuff. So that's an added option if you want to do that. I didn't do it. I kept it really simple for this example. Okay, so they're going to choose either get stronger in this example or lose weight on the web form. Obviously, that's going to tie to their contact record. And after they've done that, they're going to be put through the decision diamond that's going to look to see, okay, what was their form selection? Was their form selection lose weight, or was their form selection get stronger? Okay? Now, remember I said in the initial email over here that if they answered this one question, they were going to get a cool surprise at the end, right? That's exactly what this sequence is right here. This is the cool surprise or the gift, okay? And what this is it's an email, and what I have attached in there is, let's just say, the 7 days of awesomeness, right? It could be the 7 days of how they're going to be healthier in 2016. And of course, this one PDF that I've created, which I actually didn't really create for this example, so you're just going to have to run with my imagination on this one, okay? So this one PDF, the way I've designed it is I've designed it that it will work for either track, okay? It'll work for losing weight or getting stronger, okay? So I'm not over here creating multiple PDFs just off of one question. And you'll kind of see when I prefaced this before we got into the funnel to say don't have more than 3 options because it'll get convoluted, right? The other reason why is if you kind of think about this, this is option 1, this is option 2, and then if you had a third option, you would have to have another whole sequence down here for option 3. And obviously, as you can imagine, if you try to make it more complex and you have 8 options, you're going to have 8 sequence steps, and it's going to be potentially really hard to tie 8 different categories into the one PDF you're going to create and deliver. Okay? So hopefully you're following me so far. So here's the gift delivery. The gift delivery is the PDF. And then what it's going to say is it's going to say, I'm also going to help you with helping to achieve your goal. Okay. And I'm going to do that by providing you with this free training program that's going to include, that's going to expand upon these 7 steps or 7 days of awesomeness that you just got gifted in your campaign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have emails right here. And because my example is 7 days of awesomeness, it's going to be 7 emails. You certainly don't need 7 emails. You can have 3 emails. You can have 4 emails. You can have whatever you want. But again, for this example, I said 7 days of awesomeness, right? So what they're going to get is they're going to get 1 email every day for 7 days. And what's going to be in those emails is actually going to be the tips to be healthier that they're going to get in their PDF. So again, they fill out the form, they get a cool surprise gift. That gift happens to be a PDF with 7 ways to get healthier in 2016. Then they're gifted a free 7-day program based off of the PDF that they get. That 7-day program, really all it is it's 1 tip that's already in the PDF per day for 7 days. And all I'm going to do is if in the PDF, tip number 1 is that they have to eat more greens and stay away from carbs and processed foods, then guess what they're going to get in the first day and the 7 days of awesomeness? They're going to get that tip that I've already written, but I'm going to expand upon that more, offer more value, talk about more things in depth, because we certainly don't want this PDF to be multiple pages long and really in depth, because they're already getting gifted a program that's going to tie in to this. So not only are we in line with what they've said they want to do, we've gifted them with the surprise, now we're giving them a free training. all tied into their specific topic of what I know my company and services can deliver for them, okay? So if we go down here and say, well, what about this other option? Okay, you're talking about the lose weight and the 7-day program that you're going to give them. Well, what about get stronger, okay? Well, the way we're going to design this, of course, we already talked about the PDF. The PDF is a catch-all, right? So it can work for either of the two services that we offer that they've selected and identified in the web form over here. And so the 7 days of the emails, it's the same identical program. The only difference is going to be, instead of us talking about lose weight, it's going to be talking about getting stronger. And so we're not going to have to recreate and have all of a sudden all these different emails and all this different content we have to create, because the way we've designed this before we got into the build out is we've thought this through. We figured out what the key services we can offer that are going to deliver value to the customer. We're going to let them choose what track they want to go down. And then that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to deliver upon that. We're going to gift them more value than they even expected to come out of that. Now, okay, so the one thing I want to talk about here is in this 7 days, what we're going to do is on day 5 for this example, okay? And I would suggest whatever your timeline is, right? Maybe you're really good at creative and you've got a lot of writing that you want to do or you can do easily, and you say, you know what, I'm going to give them 10 days or I'm going to give them 30 days. Whatever the timeline is, what I'm going to encourage you to do is about 3/4 of the way in to this free program that you're going to give them, okay? It could be tips, it could be blog posts, it could be YouTube or Vimeo videos, whatever it is. 3/4 of the way in, you're going to offer them a sale item that's going to deliver even more value for what they've decided that they want help in from you. And the way that I would encourage you to message this is say, hey, I asked you a question if you wanted to help, if I could help you. What's the one thing that I could help you with in 2016? You answered, you said you wanted to get stronger. I gave you a PDF that's, going to get you on the right direction to getting stronger in the new year. I then gave you a free Getting Stronger 7 Days of Awesomeness program that is going to help you implement the PDF that I gave you. And now, because I know you're committed and I know I can help you and I want you to achieve your success in 2016, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this one-time sale offer. And this one-time sale offer is only available to the people that actually raised their hand and answered the question, because I know they're committed, and those are the people that want some change and they're positive and I know they're going to take action. So that being said, I'm going to give you this sale, and this sale is going to be for whatever program that you already have in place. So for my example, I've got, the Get Stronger special offer or the Lose Weight special offer. These are products that you already have. So maybe you have a mini program or maybe you have a full-blown program that you can tie that back to. So if you think about what your product and service is, I'm sure you can find something that you already have in your offering that you can offer at a discount. And of course, maybe you're going to segment to the people that haven't bought anything in the last 6 months, or however you want to segment that you start this off with. But my suggestion in this example is just hit your entire database, okay? Now, if they buy the program, great. They go right into it. If they don't buy the program, here's where we're going to expand on that right now, okay? So if they don't buy the program, what you're going to do is you're going to let them finish the 7-day program for this example that they're going to get. Then after they don't buy, you're going to wait a day. And for here, you can actually wait. If you want to wait a couple more days, maybe your customers don't open their emails every single day. That's totally fine. So whatever delay timer you want to put in here is perfectly fine. But my suggestion is wait a day or wait 2 days and then trigger an email. And the email is going to be based off of them raising their hand, them getting the gift, you giving them a program, and them not taking action, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to kind of talk about, hey, I asked you if I could help you and what was the one thing that I could do for you. And you answered and you said, yeah, I'd love for you to help me lose weight, or I'd love for you to help me to get stronger. And so I set you up with a roadmap. I gave you this free PDF that was going to help you get you on the right path. And then I gave you the steps to actually implement everything that's in this PDF to then do that. And then furthermore, then I gave you this special discount because I know you're committed and I know you want to succeed, right? So why haven't you taken action? So that right there is going to be the subject of the email, is you're going to say, and I would suggest that you can do it in however the tonality and the communication that style that you have is, but you're going to walk them through that to say, okay, here was this great thing. I offered you all this great stuff, right? You have this issue, or you have this thing that you want to resolve. You want to be able to spend more time with your family. You want to save more money. You want to get out of debt. You want to have better credit. You want to get more clients. You want to lose weight, whatever, right? And so I gave you all this stuff because you said you wanted to do that. You told me you were committed, right? You raised your hand and you did that, and I gave you some of the tools, and then I gave you this great deal because I'm committed to your success, and I'm going to be here with you along the whole way. This whole program, you're not going to be alone. And then you didn't take action. So maybe you were just busy. I want to offer this one more time for you before this gets taken away. And that's exactly what you're going to do, is you're going to go through the emotional states of pleasure, pain, and then back to pleasure again by moving them through. And that's going to be the kind of copy and tonality in your email message, okay? And regardless, if they don't buy, then they'll go back into your normal database. Two other things I didn't really talk about that I'm going to share with you right now is you'll notice in here I put a reminder into this sequence. So if they don't answer the email, then I have a delay timer in there, and then they'll get a reminder for that question. And you can set that reminder for 3 days later. And then I also created an opt-out page, and this opt-out page is basically, it's a dummy web form. I've hidden the submit button. The submit button's actually right here, so I put codes of F across the board in there. If you haven't ever done that before, I'll just open this up for you. Hold on, sorry about that. Let me find it. Is it this guy? There we go. So FFF, this right here is the code for white. And so what I did is I made it all white. And by doing so, you can't see it. And then what I did here is I said, thanks for answering my one question. Obviously, they did because, we then started to send them emails. They decided they were going to opt out, but we didn't want them to opt out and unsubscribe from our entire database, right? We wanted to give them a reason just to get out of the sequences that we created, the 7 days of awesomeness. So we have to send them somewhere when they click on that button to opt out of our mini sequence. And so I created a web form, and I just said, okay, you won't be getting any more emails for the 7 days of awesomeness, but you're still going to get the monthly newsletter, okay? And then that way what you can do is, obviously I've named it here opt-out page, is then in all of the email series, especially right here where you start to hit them with multiple emails, at the bottom of the email it says, hey, if you don't want to get any more of my 7 days of awesomeness, just click here. And in that click link, what you're actually going to do, and I think I might have set this one up. If not, maybe I set the other one up. And let's just take a quick look here. Nope, okay. So maybe I did it in the other one. Let me just double check. Okay, no, I didn't do it. Okay, so there's an opt-out link, and in the opt-out link, what you can actually do is you can direct it to a web form instead of actually having to copy an entire code over. And so I used the hosted web form for the opt-out page, and I linked it to this opt-out. The one other thing I did when I had it opt-in, or I had the click link to go to this hosted web form here that's named opt-out page, is I created a tag that when they click on it, they get the tag. And the tag is opt-out, okay? So then that way, at the bottom of your email, if they're like, hey, I don't want any more of the 7 days of awesomeness, okay? I'm all good. So they click on that instead of clicking on the unsubscribe at the bottom of your email. They click on your link. They get hit to this opt-out page. They're tagged as an opt-out of the gift series. And then they immediately move from this sequence here or this sequence here into the opt-out. and then they sit there. They don't get any more emails. They don't get any more offers. And that's going to hopefully help in case you have anyone that doesn't want emails without being removed out of your list. And they really didn't want to be. They just wanted to stop getting these emails, okay? So if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me on email. You can reach me on Skype. If you follow me on social media, you can just direct message me through Facebook. And if you have any questions, like I said, please just feel free to ask. I'd love to help you. And if you implement this and you get any results, either they're good feedback or constructive criticism, I welcome that too. Please give me feedback. I love that. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope this helps, and I hope you get some value out of it. All right. Have a great year. Take care.